I want to send a big shout out to everybody on the MJMG Presents app. On this Monday, MJMG Presents SHU Radio. Shout out to MJMG Presents. Yo, shout out to my man Shadow. I see you. We are live again on Mondays. And we know on Mondays we never fall short. And we are not planning to fall short today. We have a talent who's been putting in some work and got, I don't even want to say potential, got the work ethic. Got the work ethic to show you why he has the star quality. And we're going to talk about his journey. We're going to talk a little about some of the things that he experienced and how his perspective of music in general. So like always, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're making sure all the wheels are going. So shout out to everybody on Apple TV, Google TV, and all the other TVs. Show you much love. I do want to show my appreciation for those that are not only on the live, but everywhere else as well. So that's the brother right there. He backstage, but we're going to get him in the front. We're going to get him in the front. Before we do that, y'all, we're going to go into a record called Never Mind, and we're gonna actually have him talk a little bit about that when we come back on the set. So check this out right now while we make sure everything is running smooth, because we know technology works until it doesn't. But again, if this is your first time watching MJMG Presents, this is where we humanize the superheroes. So get your notepads, get your popcorn, wine, or water, and enjoy the show. Check this out, y'all. This is Never Mind.
SHU Studio. We get busy.
Looks like I'm single now, because look how fast you left me for somebody else. It's a shame you don't want a good man. No, cause look how fast you disrespect me. Baby, I just got one question for you. How you gonna try to get with me, then next minute you just up and leave me in the dust, after making me think I was the one? So much wasted time, I won't get back, all because you don't know how to act. Said you wanted love, but you don't even know what you want. But I know if you let another man take you, you would never mind in the first place. You would never mind in the first place. No, I don't think you heard me. If you let another man sway you, you would never mind in the first place. You would never mind in the first place. You really thought you had me. Yeah, you really thought you had me crying, cause somebody came along and swept you up. But baby, tell me, what do I look like fighting over somebody? Tell me, what do I look like crying over someone who don't see what they got? Girl, you for the street. How you gonna try to get with me, then next minute you just up and leave me in the dust, after making me think I was the one? So much wasted time, I won't get back, all because you don't know how to act. Said you wanted love, but you don't even know what you want. But I know if you let another man take you, you would never mind in the first place. You would never mind in the first place. No, I don't think you heard me. If you let another man sway you, you would never mind in the first place. You would never mind in the first place. If it wasn't a tragedy, you could've told me I can handle it. Said a liar making me think I was your man and shit. They say you is all the choices, so my brain is split. Playing around with my emotions every chance you get. Don't know why you wanna be hanging with these lame ass dudes, when the only difference in me and if I care for you was there for you. But fuck it, I don't care, it's cool. Never again would I play the fool. No, if you let another man take you, you would never mind in the first place. You would never mind in the first place. No, I don't think you heard me. If you let another man sway you, you would never mind in the first place. You would never mind in the first place. You would never mind in the first place. You had to give it up. My love was not enough. It's so clear to see you would never mind.
Shout out to everybody that's on right now. MJMG Presents SHU Radio. I see Chucktown in the building. I see you, Ty. Shout out to everybody that's jumping on today. You know my phrase, time is money and I don't like to waste neither. Needless to say, we have a talented brother that's on the show today. He goes by the name of Tyron Turner. That's the voice you just heard right there. The brother got a journey, he got an experience, and he has a passion. And today we would like to welcome him on the show. Shout out to Tyron Turner. I don't know why I gotta say it so slow, like it gotta be dramatic, but I most definitely gotta do it that way. How you doing, my brother?
Yo, what's going on, SHU? Nice to meet you, man.
Same here, same here. So we just got to listen to Nevermind. I don't wanna jump too far away into that record, but we most definitely gonna touch on that record. But I
Yes,
would like
sir.
to get right into the creative aspect. And I'm not sure if you remember this moment, but I believe you were like 3 years old when you got your first keyboard. And and
Yes,
and
sir.
and from what the knowledge that I got, that keyboard like that set the tone for you early. Could you talk about your earlier moments of music and what that felt like to you at that
Yes,
time?
yes. Yeah, it was around. Yeah, it was definitely around that time. I remember my mom would like always be saying about how I always sing before I could even talk. Like a song would like play on like a song like play on the radio, and then I would sing along with it. It's like I had the rhythm going, but it's like at the time I couldn't talk. So it was like I didn't know what I was saying. It's just like you know. So and then it's just like I think from and then it's like I think from that point forward, it's like from that point forward, that's when like music has been in my blood for years, for up until now, and it still is. You know what I mean?
When was the it's hard to say when was the first time you knew music was for you, especially when music is just in the rhythm of your makeup from such young age. But do you remember that first musical approach that you took consciously for yourself, and what did that do for you that you could take or took from it?
Well, I think around that time I think the time that I realized that music was for me, that actually like started to like really take it seriously, start sharpening everything up. I was in community college. I was in community college at the time, and mind you, I don't know what it was. I think it was the ADHD in me. I think it was ADHD in me because no matter where I was, like it's the time and place for everything. But I was saying like no matter where I was, just like if I was able to do it, like if I was in school at elementary school, we would be outside at recess,
You just
and
bust out a
then
song.
yeah, it was just like I would always just like entertain myself. I never really like fit in. I felt like I never really like fit in with everybody, but I mean, I did. So it's just like I will always sing. Like, I remember I will always be singing Mario, Let Me Love You. Like that was one of my favorite songs of all time. You know, so I was singing that, or I would be rapping too, and and I will also and I'll also be it was just like always on the playground. I always be singing at elementary school, and then I would sing ever since then. So until like community college, that's when I started to like take it seriously and like be like, you know what? Okay, like now I need to figure out how can I improve my voice? Because like while I could sing at the time, growing up, I was going through puberty and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So it's like it was a lot. It was a lot of practice. So I would be singing outside at recess, and then in community college, I would sing outside like in between classes. Like I would always have my schedule like balanced out to where I had a lot of free time.
You were just
So, and
busting out
then
a song.
it was like it was like I was like, all right. So this anime that I absolutely love growing up, Dragon Ball Z, Goku.
Okay.
Basically what Goku was to training and fighting, I was the same way to training my vocals, to always training and always practicing, trying to reach new height, break new limits.
Nice. Now, you made a reference to Dragon Ball Z and Goku, and for those that probably know the story or follow, Goku had a lot of trials and tribulations and stuff like
Yeah.
that. When you were developing that sound or all the love for it, what were some of the trials and tribulations that you was in conflict with yourself that you feel you had to overcome?
Well, I definitely had to overcome. Well, I definitely had to overcome the people pleasing as well. The people pleasing, the bullying, because like I was saying before, I never fit in with anyone. It's just like thinking back, man. All the years that I've always wanted to like fit in. I was always getting picked on. I was always getting bullied, like getting bullied from my parents. Like when I was young, I had an overbite, so I was
Okay.
picked on for that. I was picked on for my singing. I was picked on for everything. So that's something. So that was actually something. That was actually something I was in conflict with. So I had to overcome that. Um, and like shoot, I was even thinking trying to get a girlfriend. I've wanted a girlfriend ever since that time, you know. And then my neighborhood that I lived in, I was an odd man out. Even in my own neighborhood, I was always so annoying to everybody, you know. So it's just I never really fit in. So it's like thinking back, you know, thinking back, it's like, you know what, to think that I actually try to fit in, that I actually wanted to fit in with people, but it's like, I'm glad I never did. I'm glad I never did. It just
Yeah.
realizing God had something else in store for me.
Most
So
definite.
so it was, so thinking back to like all the times that I would sing, whether it was whether it's for fun, whether it's a competition or a talent show, all the things that I all the things that happened that I've been through was all for a reason,
Most
you know?
definite. Now, in most essence, in situations, and I don't want to speak for your pain, but music is most definitely therapeutic. It's like most of us as creatives, music is our escape. Was there a moment that you doubted this escape? Did you doubt, like, do I really want to do this, or like, did you ever get sidetracked from that? And if you did, how did you overcome that? Because I think that's one thing that a lot of artists, especially in the music industry, face that crossroad. Like, damn, do I want to do it?
Man, honestly, man, many times, many years, I've always, I've always, many times I've always doubted myself, like through, not even with just music, just with everything in life, you know? Like
Okay.
just being like, yo, is this even for, like, is this even for me? Even in the competitions that I was in, like, cause there were times that I won a few competitions, and there was some times that I've lost, and most of those times that I felt like I lost more than I won, and I let that discourage me so much. It's like, you know, like soon as I took that, like soon as that loss hit, it's like, you know, I was like, you know what, can I cuss?
You can let it
I
all
was
out.
like, you know what, fuck this. I'm giving up. I'm giving up on music. And then my mom and everybody around me came to me to support, who came out to support me. It was like, yo, don't do that. Like, don't let this loss, like, just because you lost something doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. So I'm my worst. So honestly, with everything that I do, I am my worst critic. I'm always a perfectionist with everything, especially in the midst of like writing a song. Like me growing up, I'm an old soul. I
Okay.
am an old soul. So with the music, so like with the R&B, the old school R&B and the hip hop that I was introduced to, with hip hop, KRS-One, Queen Latifah, Tribe Called Quest, Naughty by Nature, you name it. It was that time, thanks to my mom and my dad, because they would always be playing that music around me. So the music that I was introduced to then, it inspired me to write the music that I do now.
Now,
It's like, while also being open to the new stuff that is out.
gotcha.
So so it's like even with that, like where if I'm writing a song, I'm like always trying to like look up stuff that rhymes, or trying to come up with ways um to make those lyrics make sense. Because like if it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't come from me, if it doesn't come out right, I'm not gonna write it down. I'm not gonna use it in the song. I'm not gonna, if I don't believe in those words, I'm not gonna write them out. And I'm not gonna lay them out in the studio or whatever case that may be.
Gotcha.
Like me growing up, and then I know I said hip hop, but then R&B. I grew up on Luther Vandross. I grew up on Brandy. I grew up on Stephanie Mills. I grew up on SOS Band. I grew up on the OJ's, Temptations. Everybody from the old school, from when my grandparents was listening to them. It was because of them. It was because of them that I wanted to come with the voice, with the soul that I have.
Gotcha.
It's like, and it's like with me. If I don't believe in the song that I'm writing or that I'm making or that I'm doing with someone,
You're not even doing
I'm not gonna put it out. You gotta, because like it's like everybody's always saying, it's like anybody, it's like, yo, just like write out wherever you want, but it's like you can't. It's not that easy. It's not that easy, because like I know it's like, yeah, you have fans that you got to make happy, but at the end of the day, you got to make yourself happy.
That's the priority.
The words that you write, it's like the words that you write, it's got to come from you. It's got to come from your heart and your soul.
Yes.
And those who relate, and then the right people and the right audience is going to relate to you.
That's true indeed. Now you spoke, which is true to the ears. How did you develop that comfortability? You know, because it takes some time, especially when you're working on your pen. You know, we usually start out, I don't want to say mimickers, but we normally mimic what we see. We hear a sound and we appreciate it. We sing that way. We marvel over that way until we develop, you know, the conscious to put our mind and heart into something. So when it was for you that you felt like, you know what, I'm ready to be an artist. This is what I'm going to do.
Right. Well, around that time, I think I was in middle school then, because growing up, I was listening to, and matter of fact, R&B and hip hop wasn't the only thing that I loved listening to. I also loved listening to rock. Yeah, Linkin Park. I was in middle school then. No, it was high school. I was in my Eminem and Linkin Park era, you know. So it's like I was a huge Eminem.
I saw your work.
Yeah, so it's like I will always be rapping. I'll always be rapping a lot. I'll always be doing a lot of song covers. Like I have mad song covers on my YouTube. It's most of them being Eminem. Most of them being Eminem, Linkin Park. It's Justin Timberlake, and then John Legend, etc. I even been through a bit of a country phase.
Hey.
Like I was listening to Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Eric Church, and it was like growing up. It's like It's like where I was trying. It was like I was looking to find what was that Tyron that I wanted to be, because like I understood like, yeah, I was doing like all those covers, but it's like people like also telling me, it's like, yo, it's cool that you do all that, but what can we get from Tyron Turner? So it's like in the midst of that, I wanted to do music, and I wanted to show people who my inspirations are without sounding like them, you know.
Gotcha.
Like, it's one thing to it's two different things. You can pay homage, you can pay homage, but you can pay homage without imitating that person, trying to show them that you're inspired by them, that you admire them, you know. So it's like
there's a fine line.
It's like people saying, and then it's like it's hard to do music without getting compared to somebody. It's like, especially in the industry, man, it's like you're always gonna get compared to somebody, but
It's
and
okay.
and it's like you understand. It's like you understand that's not that route that you're trying to go. As long as you know what your mind is like, you know what your mind is on. It's like you know what your mind is on, then you're straight. Like people always compare me, calling me calling me Tyron Gill, like Johnny Gill, or the Black Eminem, Chris Brown skin. Because I'm a huge Chris Brown fan to this day.
To the day.
I do not care. I'm a Chris Brown fan, Eminem fan, Johnny Gill fan.
That those
And so
those
it's like, and it's
those
like,
three
just,
those three are a very interesting and powerful combination to be aligned with, or even used as a study guide. My
yes,
what I don't want to get too straight away is I wanted to get back to the Never Mind record, and
yes, sir.
and how that came to fruition.
Well, actually, you know what? I'm actually excited to even talk about that because what came about with that song, I was at work one time. I think it was 2024. It was 2024. I was at work, and while I was working, that's when the lyrics started to come to mind because there was actually a post that I saw on Facebook, and it was somebody basically saying like, "Yo, if your girl leaves you for somebody, if your girl leaves you for somebody else, then there was never really yours to begin with." And it's like, you know what, I need to write that. And then around that time, I was bumping Brandy, the Full Moon album.
Okay.
What about us, Full Moon. I thought, and then What About Us were actually two of the songs that inspired me to write that song. So when I wrote it out, so as I was writing it out, I was writing it, I think I came up with the chorus first, and then the bridge. It was very complex because like I'm always trying to, when I write a song, I'm always trying to start with the first verse, but then it was like something else in that song, like you know how there are refrains,
Yes.
pre-choruses, chorus, all the whole 9 yards. I came up with the chorus first, and then I started coming up with, and then the bridge came next because the bridge, out of the whole song, was actually pretty catchy to me. It's like it was something about it. It's like I was trying to bring that, a bit of that jazzy feel to it,
Okay.
but when I actually wrote that song, and then we came across, yeah, and then I bought the beat, and then I bought this beat on YouTube, that I wanted to use on that song because I was trying to find
The sound.
the beat to fit it. I showed it. We spoke to Jay Styles. I showed it to him. We recorded in the studio. As soon as we got done recording everything, Jay was like, by the way, shout out to my man Jay Styles.
Shout out to Jay Styles. He's on right
Yes,
now.
sir,
He's on
man.
right now.
Yes, man. That he's the reason why I'm at where I'm at right now. So much love and much appreciation to him. When we got done doing that song, when we got done recording that song, he was like, um, I'm like, yo, can I be honest with you? And I was like, yeah. And then he said, I love the lyrics, but I want to reproduce the song because the beat that you gave, I want to produce something that fits your voice,
Your
that fits
voice.
you, and that fits your words. So I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical at first. Like he gave me like what, three beat ideas, and then by the third one, yeah, three or six. But bottom line, by the last one, I was in love with the last one, man. I was in love with the
Okay.
last one, and the way he produced it, it was giving me a bit of that. Because when I added something at the end of the song, where it was paying homage to the boy is mine,
Yeah.
Brandy and Monica, where it's
I
like, you had to give it up. Love was not enough. It's so clear to see you were never mine. And then I
yeah.
was like,
I peeped that.
I was just messing around that time, which is why I was laughing at the end of the track. And then So I think it was that part that when he made that song, it was it was given a bit of a Brandy and Chris Brown type of vibe to it with the harps, the strings, and all
Okay.
of that. So after that, that's how shout out to
Shout out
James,
to
and that's how that song came about. And I was smiling like a little kid ever in that studio, man, like for
I could
real.
imagine. I could imagine. Shout out to Jay Styles.
Yeah,
When you know, I've seen a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and I know when he's attacking a remix, he doesn't want it as close to. He wants to create something genuine to the feel of the now, not something before. So shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay
yes,
on his
sir.
creative. So you also dabble into the performance space, and I know recently you got to again work with Jay Styles
Yes,
in the Turn My Mic Up. Could you talk about a little bit about that experience and how that was for your creative sense?
that was that was a beautiful experience because it felt like because I haven't even it was like it wasn't until that point I haven't even been in a competition in a long time. I was in this competition a couple of times. It was at this restaurant in Charlotte. It's at this restaurant called Stats. The
Okay.
Stats restaurant I think it was the restaurant bar and grill. And Sunshine Anderson, shout out to her. She was the hostess. She will host the competition, and I will always. I think the first time I got in there, I was discouraged because I didn't even place. I didn't even place. So I went back. I sung again. I did a mashup actually. I did a mashup. I matched up Ed Sheeran. I matched it up with Ed Sheeran, Tamia, and the Commodore. So I matched up Thinking Out Loud, So Into You, and then I matched up Perfect and Easy like Sunday Morning. I matched that. It was a four-song matchup. I got into the
That's a
finals with that.
mashup.
Yeah, and then basically to chop it all up, I was there were times where I made it to the finals, and then
Okay.
there were times I made it to the finals. I think I made it to the finals. I went back 7 times. I never won the competition. Never won it. But I was discouraged. But it was like, you know what? There's something else for me. So and then I just kept singing, and I just kept singing since then. And I was doing different gigs. I was performing at the Marquee Lounge in Charlotte, and then I was also performing also at this spot called the Eastfield Bar and Grill. And then by the way, my man Shaman, he's a drummer for this band that always does the open mic every Thursday at the Marquee. He pulled me to the side one time and he talked to me about something.
What
He
he say?
said basically what he was saying was focus on because I love to sing, but I also love to dance too. I'm I love it all. I dance, sing, play piano, guitar, the whole nine. So I was singing and I was dancing during the performance, and it was basically saying like focus more on singing
Okay.
and not so much of the dancing. Like bring the dancing down a little bit to a minimum. So it's like, all right. So I was a little because like I was a little discouraged at the time, but at the same time I understood. So I was sitting there waiting to perform, and I was just sitting there. I was meditating, like I had my eyes closed while they were playing the music, and I was just sitting there, like figuring, like imagining what is my performance gonna be like.
Okay.
Then the way that I felt when I stepped up to that mic, all of the confidence in me came out, all of it, and I took that. And ever since that night, I took that with me, and I took that with me all the way up to turn my mic on to like how to communicate with the crowd,
Very
how
important.
to whether through song or even through verbs, like through verbalism.
Okay.
And then I took that with me because it's like when you're on the mic, when you're doing whether you're doing a show, whether you're doing anything, you want to make sure to communicate with every single aspect, every single inch, every single part, every single corner
Everything.
of with everyone. Make sure that everybody feels what you are feeling on the mic, what you are expressing. So I took that all the way to turn my I took that all the way to turn my mic on. Didn't win. But
Okay.
this time around is I instead of taking it as a loss,
Mm-hmm.
I took it as a lesson. I took it as a lesson, and I took it as again with the Goku reference, because Goku has lost a few fights,
Yeah.
but that didn't get him down. It only caused him to break his limits. It caused him to keep on going, keep on training, and that's what this competition has done for me. So especially through times where, because well, not even so much tell me, like people wouldn't even tell me to my face, like, this dude thinks he can. This dude thinks he's all that. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. He thinks he's better than everybody. Let me tell you something. I will never ever think that I'm better than anyone. I'm better than anybody, but I will tell you this. I'm better than anybody who thinks I even have that mentality, because I will always be humble to a fullest, and I will always know when
Respect.
there's somebody that there's somebody that is better to me, and it's because of them. The people that I've heard, whether famous, working their way up to be famous, just anybody that is musically inclined, vocally inclined, I will never. It will discourage me at first, because yeah, it's always going to be like that. There are always going to be challenges that
Of
are going to make
course.
you feel that way.
Most definitely.
But at the same time, use that as, and this is not even. I'm not even just saying this. Just say this. I say this to anybody that's watching, anybody that feels the way that I have felt, to let that be your fuel. There's always going to be somebody that's better than you. That does not mean that you should give up. Let that be your fuel. Let that be your gas. Let that inspire you to sharpen yourself, to sharpen no matter what it is. Not even just the music. It be art, AB art, sports, anything. Let that be your inspiration to sharpening yourself, improving yourself, because there's always going to be room for improvement.
I love
I
that.
feel like there's always going to be limits that can be broken. Always. Everybody is limitless if you put your mind to
And
that setting.
that's a powerful hit right there. There's one question, and I would love your take on this. There's one question that always remains the same on this show. Everything else, like we mentioned earlier, is a conversation base, and we just inviting viewers to listen in on. But if you could go back to the younger Tyron and tell yourself something, or tell yourself anything, what would that be?
Man, I've never really been asked that question before. Like literally, I've never been asked that before. But if I could go back to my old self, I would tell myself, believe, believe in you, believe in you. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna be there to try to dim your light. And there has been people that have tried to dim my light always. I've I've beat myself up. I beat myself up over it. I've mentally, and I'm gonna be honest, even physically. I ended up in hospital time after time.
Wow.
It was a hard battle from getting bullied, getting my light dimmed down, because I wasn't mentally strong enough at the time. I wasn't mentally strong enough at the time to ward off what everybody was telling me. Like, yo, like this kid thinks that he's this. He thinks he's better than everybody. Oh, you're a loser, or you're never gonna make it. Your career is failing. It's like, you know, and growing up, it's like, if you're gonna get somewhere, you can never let anybody. And it's easier said than done, but you can never let anybody get you like that. So I would tell myself, believe in you. Fuck the haters.
That's right.
As cliche as it is, but it's true as gold,
Straight up.
because it is fuck them, and there will never. You are you, and you are who you are for a reason. You have the energy that you have for a reason. There will never be another person, and this is not to even toot your horn, but there will never be another one like you. Be yourself. Be yourself unapologetically. And if there's anybody that can't get with that, then they can move to the left.
That's
They're
right.
not for you. Everybody is not for you, and you are not for everybody. And that is okay. Beyond okay.
Straight up, straight up. I like that. It
And
is.
that's that on that.
That's like Miss J said, facts. That's most definitely the truth, and that hits hard. Now, believing in you, which we know you do now. We know you do now.
Yes, sir.
Tell us what's in the works now. Like, what's going on? What is the Tyron now? With all your journey, everything you've been through your journey, through the bullying, through the discouragement, to the fears, to the growth. What now? With all that preparation, what's next?
All right. Well, what's coming soon? Actually, it's a good chunk of things this year. Um, but I don't really want to speak too much. I don't really want to speak too much on it.
Okay.
All I can say is, anybody, any newcomers that's willing to come on this journey with me, hop on, all aboard, come on, come all, because this is going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey of a locked in journey. I will tell you. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to say too much,
Okay.
but it's definitely going to be a lot. It's definitely going to be a lot in store. Gigs lined up, and it's a new year. We don't want to. And it's like, yeah, we don't want to jinx anything, but it's a lot. It's a lot riding on this. It's a lot riding on this year, and it's a beautiful. I'm ready for this journey. 2026. That's all I can say. So let's get it.
I love it. Everybody, keep your eyes open. Hey, keep your eyes open and keep your eyes on him. Most definitely on that. Most definitely on that. Now,
Yes, sir.
for musical sense, and those that are on, are you open to collaborations at this moment? If so, if
Definitely.
people want to reach out to you, and what's the best way for people to do that? And if they are you looking for anything particular?
Yes, also, yes, I'm down. I'm down for a collaboration. I'm down for a collaboration. You can also, and I got my manager here. I got my manager here with me. Say hello to everybody. Hi. This is Miss Jackie. She is
How
not
you
only,
doing?
and honestly, I'm just gonna put it out there. She's not only my manager. She's my mother, my momager,
There you
and
go.
it's because of her, and it's because of her. If it wasn't for her, if it wasn't for her or my dad, I wouldn't be where I am now. And
Nice.
it's like, so reach out to her. So reach out to her. Reach out to her. Reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram, Tyron.Turner 313. That's TYRON.TURNER 313. Or you can find me on Facebook, just Tyron Turner. And then also I got a website, TyronTurner.com.
There you go. There you go. I
And
just want.
then right there you and then also there you'll be able to, if you ever want to book me for anything, it all is welcome. Call my manager as well, and
Nice.
I'll give you the information.
I just wanted to get that out. We did get a email that just came in from a viewer saying that I usually wait till the end to get all the information, and sometimes they have to leave. So I just want to send. I think her name is Julianne.
Okay.
She asked for contact information. So shout out to Julianne on the email.
Yes.
Now for you, with how music is for an artist, how do you feel like social media? How much that influence or plays a part in how you go about music or music itself? Do you feel it's a plus? Do you feel it's a negative? Like, how do you feel the whole idea of social media? Like, we got to be content creators. We got to do this. We got to do this. Do you feel it's an edge or a strain?
Honestly, to be honest with you, it's a love hate. It's a love hate. It could be a gift, but it can also be a curse as well. Especially with nowadays when we got AI and everything. So it's like, I feel like that's also made it harder. I feel like that's also made it harder for people, but it actually, I'm gonna rephrase that. It can make it hard. It
Okay.
can make it hard
Okay.
because social media has always, and then social media itself has always made it hard for people as well. So so like with through streaming and things like that. I try not to let that mess with me too much. The only thing that I can say to everybody is even like I said, even with everything that's going on with social media, and music wise, continue to be yourself, man. Continue to be your authentic self. You know, so so it's just like because there's always gonna be something that's gonna try to either change you or break you down
True
or
indeed.
both.
Yeah.
And Matt, would it be cool? And I'm sorry if we get off topic. Would it be cool for me to sing something?
Yeah. No. 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 The
Yo,
view.
Miss
The
Jackson, shout
the
out to her by the way. She actually requested to for me to sing something.
Yeah, yeah. I saw. I was actually waiting because I didn't want to interrupt your flow, but
Yeah, of course.
we could get to it right now. We could get to it right now. No, 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 no. Let's get it to the people. Let's get it to the people. Come on, bring it on. The people been waiting patiently, patiently.
All right, let's see. All right, let me see. Um, it's crazy how your heart just has a mind of its own. Yeah, yeah. Like when a smiling makes a choice on its own. Well, the funny thing about this heart of mine, it knows what it wants. But see, the crazy thing is, my mind tries to deny it, but girl, I can't fight what I know. I know. I want you,
Hey, hold on, hold on. Hey, hey.
Who's James?
My, my,
One of my top favorite singers as well, man.
but when you see a singer bring it back, right? When you see them bring it back, you know they know the control. They know
Yeah.
frequencies and hertz. They know frequency and hertz. When they bring it back on you, yeah, they know what they doing. They know what they doing.
Yes, sir.
As they say, they're not singing from the throat, y'all. It's not the throat. You know what I'm saying? It's not the throat. Salute to you. Now, we obviously could see that you developed the sense of your sound and control.
Yeah.
Was this natural training? Did you get vocal training? How did you develop that?
Okay. I never really been taught by anyone like that before. Like I just basically listened how I. Well, you want a song?
Okay. No, I don't want to be singing, but when he was a baby, he cried like this.
Oh my god.
I can't. I'm not lying.
I was rolling my R's as
The
a
Puerto
baby.
Rican in him. I'm just saying.
I was rolling my R's as a baby, apparently. But
A baby.
but no, like honestly, no, like I said, because I was practicing, I was early practicing during the days of community college, even college. Like I was a student at Rowan Cabarrus Community College, UNCC. Shout out to both colleges, and I will always be yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, I even sung the national anthem at my graduation at Rowan Cabarrus, but. So it was like I started practicing. I would always listen to like how other people would sing, and
Okay.
then I started to practice off of. It's like I started practice off of there, and then also whenever I would sing for myself, it's like I would quick like either somebody would catch the error that I was making or I would catch it, and then it was like with and not even like just with singing like with breath control singing from the diaphragm. I felt like I was learning that for years because I feel like at the time growing up, I was always like singing from the throat. So I was like trying to sing. I started like singing from the diaphragm, and then when I would do like run, and then when I do like runs, it's like. By the way, doing runs, I blame Brandy and Jasmine Sullivan for this because listening to them, man, it's like how in the fuck do they do that? It's like it's like playing guitar. It's like playing Guitar Hero, hitting all the fast notes. It's hitting all the notes as fast as you can on the buttons, and it's
Yeah,
like it's like having to connect.
and it
Like
hits.
you gotta make sure you can't just run just to do it. Like
Yeah,
it you gotta connect the buttons. You gotta hit all the buttons at the right time, the right notes at the right time. And it's hard. It's not easy. So shout out to Brandy, Jasmine Sullivan, anybody else I know how to do vocal runs. I was always so obsessed with that, you know.
I feel
So
that.
I just been practicing on my own. I did get a little teaching here and there, but mostly it's just
On your own.
me practicing. Even where I am is like even where I am now vocally, I still feel like I have ways to go. I'm not even gonna say that. I feel like I can there are still limits that I can still break.
Nice.
I'm not gonna stop breaking them, you know?
You're not. It's not over. You're not over.
Not over.
You're not over. We do have a question, and they was wondering how did you do the transition from rap to that what you just did?
It was just always it was just always been yeah. I was gonna huh?
You should rap right now.
I mean, if y'all want me to rap, but
We'll stop the music for that too. Like,
all right. Which one should I do?
Whatever you want. I don't care.
All right. Let me see. Uh, because it's fun. All right. Let me see.
That's some. Do we have a request from Eminem?
Huh?
That's some. Do we have a request from Eminem?
Well, does anybody have a request? I mean, I could do
whatever,
Eminem,
what,
Method Man, Wu Tang.
whatever you feel, whatever you feel.
All right. I'm alive again, more alive than I have been in my whole entire life. I can see these people ears perk up as I begin to spaz with the pen. I'm a little bit sicker than most. Shit's gonna get thick again. They say that competition is stiff, but I get hard tip for the shit and not sticking in. I ain't never giving in again. Caution to the wind, Capri freeing them. Look at these rappers, child treating them. So why the fuck would I join when I beat them? They call me a freak, cause I like to spit on these pussies for I eat them. Make these whack concerts, cause I'll say, what the fuck is Kanye when they need him? Snatch some mic from them, bitch. I'ma let you finish in a minute, get a rapper, son, but I'm about to finish greatest verse of all time. You might better go back to the last tonight and scribble out them rhymes. I'm gonna speak and start over and scrap the right ones, but I'm afraid that I ain't gonna make no difference which stage of 10 and a half tonight. To the turn on the watch for the bass on, but the place all the way to the parking lot, fella. Set fire to the mic, ignite the crowd. You can see the spots from hot metal go hard for the day, but God of the game was so started and watch, but when I'm not even in my heart, you still get roasted. Cause Martian now metal to the top and to the top, but not gonna stop. I'm staying up, mama, not really bored. That means I'm on top of my game, but it don't stop. I'm hip, don't hop anymore. We so good that you can't say it, and it ain't cool for you to sound cock anymore. People just get sick cause you spit these fools get trolled until the top anymore. He never rate my stride, never sold the moment in any moment about to blow. Never take my pride, get in the vote. So many opponents get to know mercy more my words and laying up relentless. That's my butt. I don't give a fuck. Keep getting them in hell. What was you? What a felon in hell pup? Get no love.
Yeah, my man with the breath control. I know that helped with the singing. I know that helped with the singing. I most definitely know that helped with the singing.
Yes, sir.
I want to take this moment to share something with you, right? On this show, we know that we're in the time of everybody getting their flowers. But here on MJMG presents SHU Radio, we like to give our honor because flowers do die, and we want to take this time to give you your honor. During this
Thank you.
during this sit down, you mentioned numerous times how you face discouragement and bullying. You even made a reference to going to a competition. You said I went 7 times. I went 7 times, and giving yourself that try. And we just want to give you the honor of not giving up on yourself. being
Thank
an
you.
outline of what persistence can be and what it looks like. Never just letting that one incident or roadblock hinder you, but you going through it to learn something and strengthen, so that way you could get through the next one easier and keep strengthening until you don't get into anything, you fly over them. So we want to just give you your flowers, my brother,
Thank you.
and
Thank
your
you.
honor. Well, give you your honor, because
Wow,
Thank you.
most definitely want to do that. But before we let you go, I want, like you have a lot of great insight. You have a lot of great things that you've been sharing. Could you give the viewers that are on the app, as well as those that are on Instagram Live right now, give them some words of encouragement when it comes to art and their expression? Anything that you want to share to the people that are listening, the floor is for you right now.
Just never give up. Never give up on yourself. It's like I said before, never give up on yourself. There's always going to be somebody. There's always going to be something that's going to discourage you. But if it's really something that you want to do, go ahead and do it. And even then, even on this journey, it's not going to stop there. The the infinite possibilities of discouragement, it's not going to stop there. So that's why it's like, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. It's your mind. It's your mind. It's your heart. It's your hand that's writing the music. It's your hand that's doing the drawing. It's your hand that's doing the painting. It's your hand that's throwing that ball, that's throwing that football, that's shooting that ball. It's your foot that's kicking that soccer ball, etc. The whole 9 yards. If it's something that you want to do, go ahead and do it. You're gonna take loss. You're gonna take losses. You're gonna take losses. You're gonna make mistakes. There's gonna be screw ups. There's gonna be fuck ups. A lot of times. But that does not mean give up, because each mess up, each loss, it's an experience. It's a level up. You're either gonna level up through wins, or you're gonna level up through losses. So that's why I'm saying, don't ever give up on yourself, man. Be proud of who you are. Be you. Be yourself unapologetically, and don't ever let nobody else steer you to anything else different. Anything that could be harmful to you, anything that could be harmful to your heart, your mind, your mentality, all of it. Because you matter. You matter. You matter. Your passion matters. Everything about you matters.
Man, salute to you, man. Those are words to live on, and those are powerful words. I know we've heard them, but it's always good to hear it with someone with a backstory, especially when you get to share it in the immediate moment. Again, for those that are listening and everybody out there, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? Tell them where they could get your music, share. This is the time to blast all that good stuff. Get these people in tune.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Matter of fact, Nevermind is out on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, the whole 9 yards. So go ahead and check that out. There will be more music, and there will be more music. Excuse me. There will be more music coming down the line. So, like I said, this is gonna be a journey. Like I said, it's gonna be one hell of a journey. So, and then also, like I was saying before, the website TyronTurner.com. If you ever need to book me for anything, you can find me there. Find me on Instagram, Tyron Tyron .Turner313 on Instagram, or just Tyron Turner on Facebook or YouTube.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Again, I want to give you a round of applause. We're going to
Thank
close
you.
out with that record as well, man. But thank you for sharing your story. Thank
Of
you
course.
for your energy and your persistence. And also for being a good sport, being on the spot, singing and rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
When you're an artist, you got to be ready for those things, right? You got to be ready for those things. So you showed when you got to have one in the chamber, man. So salute to you. That energy and that passion will take you far. I don't got to give you no words of inspiration. I'm just going to keep giving you the words. Just keep listening to yourself, because you've been sharing the most positive and inspirational things to guide you, man. So again, thank you for coming on the show tonight. Thank you, manager in the sideline too.
Hey, thank you for having me. Thank you for having us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Oh man,
And we're humbled.
thank
Yeah.
you. Blessings, and have a good night.
All right, man. You too.
All right, be safe, y'all.
I know.
All right.
Shout out to everybody that's on right now. That was Tyron Turner. Brother got a story. He got some energy. We're gonna close out with his record, never mind. But before we do that, if you didn't get anything from today, if you didn't get anything, get this. He used the word discouragement about 14 times. I was trying to keep count 14 times, and that's a lot, which means it hit him a lot. And a lot of times we have this, you know, we get it in our moments, and we have to ask ourselves, what is being discouraged? What does that actually mean? We give it so much power. And when you really look at the word and the moment that you actually are discouraged, it's the fantasy of not getting what you want. Think about that again. It's the fantasy of not getting what you want. We be our own worst enemies. Sometimes the hurdles that are in front of us, we place them with the biggest ifs. So instead of taking that discouragement, put the encouragement. Instead of focusing on the fantasy of getting the things that you don't want, right? You don't want to lose, you want to win. Put the encouragement. Give yourself the chance to figure out if you can. Because if you don't take those steps to anything, you won't take them steps anywhere. You will be stuck. And that's the biggest thing with that. So if you didn't get anything with today, is keep going. Keep pushing. Keep giving yourself that try. And if you do fail, take the experience. If you do fail, take the moment. If you do fail, learn what you need to do to get past it and get the strength and the encouragement to keep going, because it's usually you making the decision to do what? Not do it at all. Shout out to everybody that's on tonight. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Tyron. Today was a dope night. Check us out every Monday, 9:30 p.m. right here. If you got the app, the MJMG Presents app, you could download it. So if you're not on Instagram, you can watch us anywhere in the world. Shout out to our big people that be watching us on the app, Philippines, and not just the Philippines, but they be showing mad love in the emails. They be sending it in. So salute to y'all. Like I promised, this song was called Never Mind. Let's check this out, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Be safe.
Looks like I'm single now, because look how fast you left me for somebody else. It's a shame you don't want a good man. No, cause look how fast you disrespect me.